Hey everybody, welcome back to Cars and Cows. Kind of cool here in Rockfield this morning. I'm having to wear long sleeves for the first time. I ain't real happy about it. I'm more of a t-shirt kind of guy, but it's getting that time of year, so it's all good. But special treat this morning. An old friend of mine, Dennis Causey, has invited me to come over to his place, and we're gonna talk old times. And we're gonna be talking. He's got a really cool '57 Chevrolet. We're gonna be talking about that, looking at it, and I'm sure he's probably got some bunch of other cool stuff to look at too. So I'm gonna go out there and jump my old truck, and we're gonna head over toward his house. So y'all just hang tight a minute, and we'll be right back.
But I don't know if it tells. Right there it says who built the first stock car in Bowling Green.
Was that your daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm talking to Dennis Causey out here, but his dad, Hugh Porter, was one of the first one. Him and Elmo and Wayne, and there's two other guys. They started the racetrack out at Beech Bend. What, 1946? You think?
I'm not sure about the year it started.
Of course, it started out dirt track, for motorcycles. They raced motorcycles, right?
Yes.
So that's your daddy there, Bowling Green. That's your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's Hugh Porter.
Yeah.
What is that? A 30?
That's probably 34.
34 Ford.
Uh,
That's wild. Cause see, my wife.
First ever motorcycles.
Of course, my wife, she's cousins to Wayne and Elmo. Her grandmother and their mama were cousins, or sisters. My bad. Yeah, Karen, my wife's
Well, Elmo
grandmother.
drove for Daddy.
Okay, Elmo drove for Dad.
And Daddy said he would go out there and walk around the track to find soft spots in it where he could crowd people.
Oh,
He
hey.
said he took his racing very, very serious and
Oh,
very seldom lost.
Oh, yeah, I know Elmo.
You know?
They say he had a bullseye on his back, especially when the drag racing come along. Him and that 55 he had. I'm gonna go talk to T as soon as I get a chance and talk about Elmo.
Now that's Daddy's car, and I'm not sure this is a 36 Ford. And the interview was in 2004. But that's Tommy Smith that had owned Smith air compressors.
Really?
That's him. And
I used to pick up and deliver out there at Smith's.
Yeah, that's Tommy. That's the one that started it.
And a friend of mine that they lived next door to my grandmother over on Glendale. His daddy worked out there at Smith.
It says Causey had hired Tommy Smith, a student at Georgia Tech University, to race his F-38.
Oh, hey, now ain't that cool? You know, that track's got a lot of history out there. It's the first track, I was told that's the first drag strip east of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, yeah. But it's got all old stock car guys in it from back then. And this book was written by Larry Upton and Jonathan Jeffrey. But it's really interesting.
I didn't even know that book exists. I'd like to get a copy of it. I bet Pete's got one. Pete Osbrooks, I bet he's got a copy.
What's that bookstore out there on Campbell Lane?
Yeah, Barnes and Noble.
They can get it.
Okay. That is really cool. Now, that old gas station downtown, down there on State Street.
Yeah.
Didn't your daddy used to run that years ago?
They got a picture of him. I got a picture of my grandfather and my dad's sister at the front of that store, sitting beside a bucket that you pour water in, and that was his station. That's where he started at.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that was several years ago.
What year did he start the junkyard?
He started it. It was up at Western.
No kidding.
When you go underneath the viaduct,
yeah,
you know, it was on the right hand where the softball field and the parking lot's at.
You're kidding.
You know, I got pictures of it with him having all the cars on it. And back then they wasn't no crushers or no shredders or nothing like that. So they would take the old cars to get the fluff out of them. They'd burn them right there on the spot.
Oh, hey.
And then take a chopping axe and chop them up to load them. That's how they got rid of them.
Ain't that crazy? Boy, times have changed, ain't they?
Oh yeah, you couldn't burn a car now for
No, not for nothing. That's
no.
true.
So, but that's how they got rid of stuff back then.
Huh.
That's how they was able to
I
get
wonder
rid
what year that was.
of it. I'm not sure. It's way before me.
Way for you. What year were you born? 57?
57.
Oh heck! And speaking of 57s, what about this one right here? How'd you come about that car?
I was wanting one, and I was not in the shape to build it, but I had just built a 64. I've sold it since then, but I found this. I was going to St. Louis, Missouri to get my back worked on, and this was over close to Kansas City. And I told my wife when we got there, I'd done found it. I said, "You want to go over here and look at a car?" Well, she said, "Yeah, I guess." So we went over there, and
Is your wife, she into cars, or she kind of like mine, just
she,
kind of mediocre?
well, she enjoys some of it,
That's
you know.
yeah, that's the way my wife is. I think she does. I drug her into all this stuff, you know.
But we went over and seen it, and hell, he wanted more money than I wanted to pay, but yet ended up with the car anyway. And she wanted me to get it because she didn't want me to try to build another car. I'd built cars my whole life.
Right? You care if I open the door?
No, no.
Or I'll let you go. Now I know you got some of our parts on this car.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's your dash.
Yeah, you got our dash insert. I noticed it's got our door handles and window
Yeah,
crank in it.
yeah.
Yeah. Man, this thing's beautiful. I love this color. It's got our dash insert in it and stuff. This is really nice, really nice. Now, you said it's LS powered?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's the trunk. And I got the battery back here.
I got you. Well, that's nice. Got cut off, yeah. I love this color. You know what that color is, or just
it's called purple, black and purple mix. It's a
purple?
candy.
Never heard of that.
Mm-hmm. It's got a custom frame under it with a Corvette rear end and a 4L65E transmission and a 6.2 with a 2.8 Whipple supercharger. So,
Boy, that's nice. I bet that thing will get on down the road. Daddy, you say that thing will carry the mail.
yeah, it runs pretty good.
Yeah, Daddy said that thing's sharp as a briar. That's one of my daddies saying that thing's sharp as a briar. Well, it's beautiful. Well, I tell you, Dennis, you got an awesome place here. I've come by your house thousands of times, going to get feed for the cows and stuff, going out here at Southside. I didn't know you had all this, man. I've known you for so many years. I knew you had a car too, but I didn't know you had nothing like this. Now, you said where'd you get you? That's a 32, right?
Yes, 32 Ford. It's a nice old car. It was built back in the 90s, early 90s.
Got you.
And
Small block.
it's got a 383 stroker in it. It runs pretty good. It's got a 4L60E in transmission.
Huh.
9-inch Ford rear end.
And you said that's a 69 Chevelle, and then you got
69 Chevelle.
in the 70. Then we were talking a minute ago about your 56 sitting in here. We'll look at in a minute, and you've swapped motors between these two, basically.
I put the 454 come out of a 1-ton truck. It was and I just done a little bit to it. It's still stock. I just wanted to put the belt system on the front and just some Holly stuff.
Oh yeah.
And but it's dirty as.
Now, do you do your own work or does somebody else?
Well, I have somebody help me some because I ain't able to do what I used to do, but do a lot of it myself.
Who helps you?
Joe Adamson.
Oh, okay, yeah, Joe down the road,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's been in it for years. Him and his brother.
He's forgot more than a lot of people know about old stuff.
Oh yeah, man, it's crazy to put him in.
Well, the '69 Chevelle, that one there, when I bought it, it is a 4-speed 396 325 car, and it didn't have power steering.
Huh.
And I told him, I said, I can't drive this thing because I can't turn it now. It's just too hard. And he said, I think I got a gearbox. And he had an OE gearbox still in the box and a pump for '69. And he helped me put it on, the gearbox.
That guy that died here several years ago, was it down in Tennessee? Had all them parts. He was like an old Chevrolet dealer or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. He had thousands and thousands of parts from
Yeah.
Joe.
Joe
And then
bought it. Him and Harley.
yeah, they bought, man, a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guess he sold a lot of that stuff on eBay, this,
Yes.
that, and other. But
Yeah.
yeah, he had a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. That was
Yeah.
cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Well, you've got just a cool place here.
Yeah.
I never had any idea you had this. It is really, really nice. Really nice.
They done a photo shoot here at MCM Insurance, or actually Corvette Museum done it.
Well, we Sharon and Chris Smith.
Yeah.
Well, see, Sharon, my wife and Sharon, they had their 40th high school reunion this last weekend, and so we saw Sharon and Chris. She works there at MCM. That's who we got our insurance. Oh man, yeah.
So they put me in the book.
Well, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, she works for them, and we've got our wagon insured with them.
Oh yeah, they're good people.
Oh, you can't beat them. Yeah. And of course, I've known Chris for years and years. I used to work for his. I guess it's his uncle, Jimmy. You know Jimmy Fallins, Dale Tucker, and all them.
Yeah, I went to school, graduated with Jimmy.
Yeah, well, Jimmy. I think he told me that Jimmy's wife, Darlene, is his aunt. Yeah, is Chris's aunt.
It is.
Yeah.
His mother is Debbie.
Debbie. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, back when I worked for the Tuckers, my name is Joel. Well, old man Jim Tucker and his wife. I guess she couldn't. One of them couldn't hear good. They called me Noel.
Yeah.
Well, then they got to calling me Noli. So
Yeah.
Chris always calls me Noli. He said, "What are you doing, Noli?" And he calls me Noli all the
Yeah, Chris got a Corvette.
Yeah, they got two of them. He's got a nice 65 that he just redone. He was showing me pictures of it. It come out with 327, 4-speed, I think. It's got the Muncie in it. And he said his daddy just let things sit around it, and it wouldn't run right. So he pulled that 327 out, and they put a 350 crate motor. And he said it's a whole lot better driving car now. It's just
now that's your niece he's married to?
No, Chris is.
You kin to Chris?
No, he's kin to Jimmy Fallins.
Oh yeah. Jimmy's wife.
Jimmy's wife, Darlene,
is Debbie's sister.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
And
they had a younger girl, a younger sister, Denise, who passed away.
Huh? I didn't know
See,
that.
Darlene and I graduated together. Her and Jimmy was the same grade.
I got you. But yeah, I remember, I guess Chris used to come out there and help us cut tobacco or set tobacco and stuff like that.
He's a good boy.
When he was a kid. Oh, you can't beat him. He's a good guy. He works at the hospital. But yeah, man, 57, that thing is just downright beautiful. I'm going to take some pictures of it too. I'm going to probably use that for my thumbnail when I upload this video and stuff. Well, let's walk in here and we'll look at your 56 real quick. Okay, we're back, but you was talking a while ago about your daddy used to run a speed shop downtown.
And Kenny Reynolds that owned Reynolds Record Service, his wife, which was his girlfriend at the time, come to see him wanting to know what to get Kenny for his birthday. Well, Daddy said, well, Kenny needs a helmet. That's what he needs.
Was Kenny racing then?
Yes.
Was it motorcycles or stock cars?
Well, a little of both, I think, but mainly stock cars.
And that was out at Beech Bend on was that the old dirt track?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it was, which Kenny was he was a very good driver.
Oh, yeah, I remember Kenny.
Yeah. And so he said, you ought to get him a helmet. So he said, I'll order one for you. He had a speed shop, so he went and ordered him a helmet. They was out there, his helmet come in, he called her up, said, you need to come by here and get this, Well, he said he was leaning over a car, talking to her about the helmet, and there went Kenny down the road. He said, oh my God, how am I ever going to explain this? So Kenny got about half tore up. There, my daddy was talking to his girl, but when the helmet come in and she gave it to him, of course, everything come out and everybody was good. But Jimmy and myself and Mark, the younger one, we're all really good friends. Been knowing each other our whole lives. So.
Yeah. Let me tell you a funny story about Mark. Of course, I lived over on Covington, and Mark lived over on Nutwood. And there was an alley behind his house over there off of Lehman.
Yeah.
Well, I was out there in the front yard one day, and Mark had that orange Nova. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I heard him, man. I think he had it open head. I think he had his headers uncapped. Man, I heard him coming from up there around Hampton, and he was getting with it. And then I hear sirens. Man, Mark come by the house. He's running 100 at least. Of course, this is back in the late 70s, maybe early 80s. And I mean, Mark went by, and heck, like I said, I guarantee you he's running 100. Well, here comes city police. So a few days later, I seen Mark. I said, man, what was going on the other day? And he said, I was out tooling around my old car, playing with it and working on it. And the cops got after me because of my open headers. I said, did they catch you? And he said, no. I said, he said, I shot down the alley and I run my car in that old garage. He had just old one car garage there behind his house. I said, I run that thing in there and shut the door before they got me. So
he was that way now. Yeah.
That was a long time ago. But yeah, I remember Jimmy and Kenny. Of course, Daddy was friends with Jimmy and Kenny, back in the day. Yeah. And they ran the record shop. And Jimmy's and I'm sure Kenny was too. Man, they know their stuff on them old small blocks.
Jimmy's
and any kind of motor, any
machinist and can do anything.
Yeah, them was good days back then. But I never knew that there was a speed. I didn't know your daddy had a speed shop.
He had it for years. Yeah.
I'll be dang.
Yeah.
I'll be dang.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of old stories. That's what like I told you, I'm doing this channel. I'm trying to get all these old guys and get all their old stories about things, what they've done back in the day, all these old hot rods and race cars and stuff. And at one time, the first drag strip started back there in the circle track.
Yes.
When the drag strip opened, and it kind of went to the right. And used to, you could Google Earth and still see part of that old track. But and I was telling somebody that I was telling that story out there at the Tri-Fi Nationals this year. And after they left, I got on my phone and just for the heck of it, I thought, I'm gonna Google Earth and look at that again. And I couldn't see it. I don't know what's changed, but can't see it no more. I don't know why, but I know I used to because I've looked at it before. But there's a lot of history, out there at Beech Bend and old racetracks and stuff. But I know you got a lot going on. You said you're still working on this addition in here, man. You just added on this in here. It is really nice. And I think you said your heat and gas guy's coming here in a few minutes. So I'm gonna get out of your hair. But let's talk about your old 56 you got here. And you said you bought this off of Robert York.
Robert York in Bowling Green, yes.
Yeah, Robert's a really good guy. I saw him last night out at the cruise in. Robert's got some nice cars. He's had some nice cars.
Yeah, Robert's a fine fella.
He sure is.
He sure is.
I tell you what, man, we're blessed with a lot of good friends. I'm truly
a lot of good old race car people and old car people.
It's like Dennis Ingram was talking out at his place here a while back, which we're going out there tomorrow, this Saturday. And Dennis is having a thing out there at his place, but he was talking out there. It's just like one big family.
Yeah,
we're all all these old car guys and their wives and girlfriends. It's just like one great big family. But yeah, man, this 56, it is just you couldn't ask for nothing nicer. I love its red interior. Do you have the interior done? Was it already done?
It was already done.
You said you put a stereo in it?
Yeah, it had that stereo put in it, and I've changed the motor in it and the transmission.
So this had the big block in it?
No, it had a 350 in it.
Okay.
And I put a 400 small block in it. And I took the 5-speed Tremec out and put a $700 R4 in it.
I got you. Well, man, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. I tell you what, these old cars, they're a pleasure to have and just get out and enjoy them. That's what we do with that old station wagon of ours. It's not pretty, but we have a lot of fun in it. Because I'm kind of more into the patina stuff. I don't have the money right now to these nice paint jobs. I guess I could do it myself, which I can do it myself if I had time. I'm kind of a paint and body guy a little bit. Of course, Raleigh's taught me a lot, and Pete's taught me a lot. I hung out at Pete's for so many years when I was young. And not many guys will let you do that.
No.
Especially now, all this insurance stuff anymore. But yeah, I used to go out at Pete's all the time, and of course we bought the aluminum business from him back in 2014. But yeah, I learned a whole lot just hanging out there and watching him. Of course, every time I'd go out there, I'd get to hang around and say, well, if you're going to stand around, I'm going to put you to work. And he'd hand me a sheet of sandpaper. He'd put me to sand it on something. But he taught me a lot about welding and stuff. Of course, you remember Joe David Pearson?
Yeah.
You know, Joe, man, he was the welder.
Yeah.
They called him the doctor of metallurgy or something like that. But poor old Joe, he's dead and gone now. But I learned a lot from him too. I still don't know much, but I wish I had more time to spend with them old guys, you know, learning about that kind of stuff. But I'm still learning. I'm 62. I still try to learn something new every day. I'm trying to learn how to TIG weld. That's an art in its own, you know. But yeah, you got to really, you get this done in here, man. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
cool. But I know, Dennis, I know, man, you and your brother and your daddy, y'all worked hard all your lives to get what you got, and you deserve every bit of it. And I tell you what, man, I appreciate you letting me come out here today and
Well, you
talk
come
to you.
back anytime,
And
Joel.
hopefully we'll see you this weekend out there at Dennis's. I hope maybe y'all come out there.
Oh yeah.
And,
Yeah. Yeah.
but anyway, man, I'll get off here and get out of your hair so you can get back to work. And like I said, I appreciate you. We'll see you,
Well,
buddy.
thank you.
Well, I just got back from Dennis's. Had a really good time over there talking old times and looking at all his old cars in the shop. He's got a really nice place over there. Dennis is a really good guy. Him and his brother David both. We've been friends for years. We used to run around together and cruise the old Kmart parking lot and stuff. But I'm not sure what happened. I had trouble with my phone while I was over there videoing, and I got home and some of it got deleted somehow or another. But he said for me to come back anytime and we'll talk about some of his other cars. So we can look forward to that. But I'm gonna call this one good. And so if y'all don't care, take a second to like, comment, and subscribe. Good Lord be with you and yours, and we'll just see you on the next one.